$19.99. Yeah, $20. And that's for a pack of 4 of these OSP Japanese dice lures. That is insane. But thanks to Epic Bait Molds, we can now make our own. Yes, you heard it right. Epic Bait Molds has created their own dice bait mold. So if you like to fish these, or just want to try it, or you know some guys that wish that you could make it for them and sell it to them, well, your wish is Epic's command. They actually have 2 of them out. They're called the Lucky Dice. There is a 1/2 inch 12 cavity and a 0.7 inch, just below a 3/4 inch 10 cavity. There's an inside look at the 1/2 inch. Isn't that cool? One running right down the middle, makes a whole bunch off the 2 sides. And there's the larger 10 cavity, 0.7 inches, just under, like I said, 3/4. We are going to shoot both of these molds today, but not in a typical laminate or solid color. We're actually going to milk the cow. So got my injector set up here. Of course, we'll take the bar off the top because you need to work those injectors independently in order to milk the cow. Also got my multi-block on the hot plate. It's late fall coming on to winter, which means it's pretty dang cold, especially in the shop where I have to open up the garage when it's freezing outside. So good to get stuff on the hot plate, warm it up. I believe our plastic may even be ready. It is indeed. First cup all warmed up, ready for our 2-color swirl laminate today. I'm kind of feeling a orange green vibe, kind of mixing those 2 together. Everything today is going to be very saturated though, because when you swirl and those colors really come together, they need to be saturated. Otherwise, if they're too transparent, they'll actually mix together and you'll lose some of that obvious swirl. So we are going with opaque colors today, and we're going to use a lot of them. The first of which is our green side. I picked out kind of the green of greens, at least in my opinion, Lureworks Kudzu. All right, let's shoot for the fences here and go straight to 20 drops. That should be really well saturated. If it's not, we can always increase it a little bit more. Of course, we'll add a little bit of flake to this as well, just for some character. Oh yeah, I mean, you can't even remotely see the stir as it goes down in there. So that is good to go. I'm feeling just a simple black medium, 035 or 040, whatever you have. Got a 1/4 teaspoon here. Give that a stir, and our green side, I think, is going to be done. So cold in the shop. I'm seizing up on the sides, so we're already setting up, or we're already getting a little cold in the cup. So let me get this in the microwave, and we'll turn our attention to the orange side. All right, our second cup all heated up, ready to rock and roll. Now there's a lot of oranges that I really like. One that comes to mind is Gourd. It's probably my favorite. It's Lureworks color, but it is pretty transparent, as are a lot of them. If I want saturation in orange, I literally just go to orange. This stuff is thick, but I think we can get away with 20 drops. Let's do 15 and just see where it is. I just remember it being super opaque. All right, that's 15. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice and bright. If it gets too naturalistic, right, it's not going to stand up against that orange or the green that we just did. I can almost see. We'll just, I don't know, 2 or 3 more here-ish. That should do the job. And of course, we're going to add flake to this too, which will help. So yeah, just a nice bright orange to stand up against our green. For flake, I'm going to Barlow's Holographic. This is 015 Holographic. Love this stuff in like fire craw. It's really good. I think it's going to be just right. Plus, it's a smaller size. This is 015. The black was 35 or 40, whatever you have. So I'm only using 1/8 of a teaspoon because it's smaller, it'll spread out more. And I think that different size will lend itself well in the bait itself, kind of give it some character. All right, we are warmed up, ready to rock and roll. Took the bar off of the top, as I mentioned, so we can use these independently to milk the cow. It's been a while since I've done this, so here goes nothing. All right. Get those evened out. There we go. Into the block. Purge it first. And milk the cow. Alright, that feels like one. Moving to the second. Okay. Feels like a decent shot. Yep. Let's see if we can get lucky with our lucky dice. There's one. There's one. Oh yeah. Got one on the dice floor. Come on up here. This guy rolled snake eyes. All right, these are all cooled off, ready to take a look. Let's open up the 1/2 inch size. Did we milk the cow properly? Oh yeah, I see some swirly action. Oh, that's cool. Man, look at this. Just look at the bait first. Look at the mold. How cool is that? 12 little 1/2 inch dice. This is only half the bait, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you these more up close, but we also need to put our strands through this to make the actual dice bait. So that takes the old leg puller. More to come on that. Let's take a closer look at these baits. Yeah, see the swirl? Maybe I could have gotten a little bit less, a little bit lower temperature to really get more swirl. But, oh, that's a good one. Oh, looky there. That's what we're looking for. Some of these other ones kind of mixed a little bit more, but that totally works. I mean, give me a break, right? The cooler your temperatures, the more you're going to get it to swirl. They won't mix quite as much, but that one in particular, super freaking cool. Other side, just as good. All of them came out beautiful. That is the 1/2 inch. Now let's check out the bigger one. Oh yeah. Oh, see that? A lot more orange in this one. I wonder if the green is more so. Yep, it is. Wow. I actually I thought that I would like the 1/2 inch best. This one's kind of growing on me. I don't know. What do you guys like? You like the 1/2 inch? You like the 3/4 inch, just shy of 3/4? Man, those look really freaking cool. You can definitely swirl this bait. Obviously you can laminate it straight if you want, or solid color. Some color shift on this would be super awesome as well. Let's turn our attention now to the strands. Pull out aforementioned leg puller and finish these baits up. Another one? Yep. Oh, that feels like a better one. Come on up here. Yeah, buddy. This is going to be interesting because I am about 4 feet off the water. I don't want to break him off on the way up. We're going to risk it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Come on up here. Oh yeah. Definitely a good one. Good pound and a half, almost 2 on the dice bait. Epic bait molds, lucky dice, putting them on the bank. All right, I picked out 2 of my favorites, the ones that I thought swirled the best. Give you a little side-by-side comparison here. You can see that 0.7 versus the 0.5 is quite a bit bigger, even though it's like less than 1/4 of an inch bigger, but it's pretty awesome. I think both of these are going to be fish catchers for sure once we add the strands. So typically, I got my little leg puller here, but one strand is gonna go through here, so it's gonna show up on both sides. Two strands over here, 2 strands over there. I put them through in pairs of 2. And then we would turn it, do it again, so I'd have strands coming out of all 4 sides, and then from the bottom through the top, so you'd have strands on the top and the bottom. I have 2 different striped materials that were just begging to be used. One is rubber, one is silicone. So I'll show you the silicone first. This is from Barlow's. It is a green pumpkin, orange, right? Striped silicone. It'll be down in the description, link to it down in the description, just like always. How could I do a green-orange swirl and not pick out this guy? Silicone is going to flutter a little bit more. It's not as buoyant, but it will. You're on a drop shot, so you're really not looking for slow fall per se. So silicone is a good call on this if you want to use that. I like rubber though as well, and I have some striped rubber here that again was just calling my name for this pattern. It's not green and orange, but it is brown and orange. But just like that, also from Barlow's in their striped rubber section, I think that would be a perfect match. Leg puller right through. Don't focus on me. Can't. That hides it. There we go. Right through the middle, just like that, so I can see the strand or the opening on the other side. Now, don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. Talking to both myself and the camera. I'm gonna feed those 2 strands right through, just like that. This is the rubber. And then I'm gonna, oh, there we go. I want one side longer than the other, so this side will stay on this side. And I'm just gonna pull that through. There. And I can even it up. And then in each one of those, you can stick your fingernail between the 2 strands to separate them and just pull the strands. And there's the final results of that approach. You can see both of those double strands coming through in multiple spots. Looks pretty good. I also, though, went to the big one and I tried to emulate the OSP version as best as possible. This one has a lot more strands in it, individual strands, 4 on each side coming all the way through, 4, 4, and then 4 coming up through the bottom and through the top. So that is 12 individual strands, a lot fuzzier if you're looking for an extra fuzzy dice. Kind of get a size comparison there as well. So with this one, let's see if we can't get one more bite. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, another good one. And for the record, they like the 0.7. Oh no, get out of that, get out of the sticks. Just as much as the 0.5. Oh, I gotta bring you up here. Don't you break me. Best one of the day. 0.7 inch lucky dice with all those extra strands. He just had to have it. Good fish. Well guys, it's safe to say that whether you want to buy this mold to make them for yourself, or you want to buy this mold and you're a bait maker who sells, these things are so dang expensive, there's probably some money to be made here. And yeah, the fish eat them. So go check it out. It's on the Epic Bait Molds website now. Definitely worth your time and money. Appreciate you hanging around with me today. And until the next time, see you guys in the shop.